everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan here. We have an absolute bombshell today from Tomi Lahren, who just came out and exposed the truth about the left, about Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and let's just say Tomi Lahren ain't holding back anymore, guys, okay? So we're gonna tune in to Tomi Lahren, but before we do, we're gonna read the Bible and pray because God comes first, amen? Comment amen down below if you believe that God comes first. Today's Bible reading is Deuteronomy 31. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Amen. So comment amen down below. And now let's bring on Tomi Lahren. So Tomi Lahren just came out and said, who signed off on all these pardons and commutations? Let's tune in to Tomi. She's beautiful, she's a bombshell, and she exposes the truth.
President Biden has been missing in action. New York Congressman Mike Lahren calling him out.
By the way, Joe Biden's still the president of the United States. Where is Joe Biden? Has anybody heard from Joe Biden? I mean, it's kind of bizarre that the sitting president of the United States has done nothing as we're barreling towards a shutdown.
Literally.
Even some Democrats think Biden has already checked out.
My last question, do you think Biden has quietly quit?
Probably.
No, absolutely not.
We'll see. If he don't do nothing over the next 30 days, I'm gonna say he quit.
The purpose of Trump's appearance at Mar-a-Lago Monday morning was to announce the
last thing he did was try to sell off Trump's border wall and give Hillary Clinton and Denzel Washington a peace prize or a freedom medal. I don't even know. But you're giving Hillary Clinton and George Soros a Medal of Freedom? I mean, Hillary Clinton literally compared Trump to Hitler over and over and over again. Hillary Clinton is like the worst person, in my opinion. And after their tie, I mean, Bill Clinton's ties with Epstein, Hillary Clinton's name coming out of the documents, like no investigations there whatsoever. So strange.
$100 billion investment from SoftBank. It was more or less a standard presidential policy announcement. The main difference being Trump isn't president yet. A fact that's getting easier and easier to forget as Joe Biden seems to be disappearing from the public stage as his term comes to an end.
Paul, however, should the American people be frightened? Because Biden, by rule, still has the power. De facto, it's a bunch of faceless people wearing lanyards, potentially. But this is the most vulnerable time in a presidency where this is a message to the world of our weaknesses, in essence.
Well, it's not like anything's going on. What do we need to pray? You don't ever want to have a circumstance where the media is literally asking, where is the president? Does he know that he's still president? And by the way, there's these drones flying all over the place. And can we get a comment on that? And
yes, please, Joe Biden. Please comment on that.
Completely MIA. We've talked about this on this show. When the top guy is MIA, and you see this in transitions in cities, and I've been part of it, you can the individual departments, they'll run under their own power for a while, right? But after a while, they all start to realize, ooh, we're on our own. We can do what we want. So as a result, only 1% of the federal employees are coming to work. Lloyd Austin goes MIA for 2 weeks. Why did he go MIA? It's not because he wanted to or he's trying to hide or anything like that. In fact, he was a real military man and came out and fell on his sword for that. He did it because he got used to the fact that nobody was looking for him. And now it comes out that that's valid. His emails weren't getting answered. Nobody's calling him back. They don't seem to care. So you know what? I'm going to go off and have this operation. That's what's been going on. And I love the fact that the Democrats are couching this now as a strategy. This is Joe Biden's strategy. It's all very mysterious, the man behind the curtain. This is the strategy that got him booted off the ticket. So if that's the strategy, we're in real trouble, or at least the Dems are.
Tommy, the left-wing ghouls, though, are still pushing that agenda, although their reign is in its death throes. Today, almost $4.3 billion in additional student loan forgiveness. That brings it to $180 billion in a student loan bailout that people who don't have student loan debt are shouldering for nearly 5 million borrowers. This is after SCOTUS shot it down. That's just today.
Damn.
Who are the social justice warriors who are running this country? Because nobody voted for them. We don't know who they are. You're giving them a lot of credit, just people in lanyards. I think it's like recent college grads who have some sort of an activist role, and they're the ones running our country. Also say it's rich. There are a lot of people that are really angry of the clout in the poll that Elon Musk has right now, and maybe some of that is rightfully so, right? They're upset that Elon Musk appears to be the second president next to Donald Trump. Joe Biden's completely out of the picture. But those same people did not care for the last 4 years that Joe Biden is not really regularly meeting with his cabinet. He's not seemingly in charge. He's having to have scripted conversations with his friends that are supposedly serving alongside him. Where was your outrage? You're mad at Elon Musk? You haven't been mad at the man who's been supposedly running our country for the last 4 years? Here's another thing that bothers me. Yes, it feels like Trump is already president, but he's not. Who is the one that's okaying and signing all these pardons and commutations for all these folks? Is it Joe Biden who has the sudden shift of forgiveness for these folks?
Remember, Joe Biden said time and time again, I will not pardon Hunter. No one is above the law. You know what they kept saying about Trump? No one's above the law. No one's above the law. We gotta get Trump. Oh wait, Hunter's above the law. When it comes to the Hunter Biden's above the law. That makes total freaking sense. Not.
For something being put in front of him and he's signing off on it, he can still do a lot of damage
For
as a
real.
leader of the free world in the next few weeks. That's really concerning to me.
Oh, there's more wretchedness to come in terms of pardons. And the last name will start with a B.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we're seeing that, and we're seeing student loan forgiveness. But I'm kind of laughing at all these Democrats who are saying, or even Republicans who are saying, where's Joe Biden? Because they should have been asking that question for the last 4 years. We have seen now in reporting from the Wall Street Journal that this man needed help, that he needed organized naps even, that he needed organized meetings. And we saw...
Organized naps is crazy. Who the hell needs an organized freaking nap? I mean, it's absolutely insane. And the whole crime going on and the armed gangs collecting rents now, it's absolutely absurd.
People can see with their own eyes.
And that's so condescending due to people. Once again, I am from the Midwest. I'm from South Dakota, neighbor to Colorado. And I have family members that live in the Denver area, and they're terrified. They're horrified at what their state has become. And you know who's most horrified?
Who?
Is young women.
Oh.
Young women are horrified. Can you imagine being a young woman or a single mother that lived in that apartment complex? Imagine what that must be like. And a lot of people live in these apartment complexes because guess what? They can't afford homes. They can't afford to live anywhere else. This is going to be a growing problem. I don't have to remind all of you that we have millions of migrants in this country. And right now they're being put up in shelters, maybe hotels in New York. But at some point that's going to run out. And then you're going to have millions of people that need somewhere to go. And you're going to have millions of young migrants who need somewhere to belong. And to your point, I'm fearful that some of them are going to fall into gang activity through desperation, through belonging, through whatever you want to call it. This is just beginning. This is about to get so much worse. And winter is coming, so people are going to get even more desperate, especially in cities like New York City.
Winter is coming. Literally and figuratively, Leslie. This is frightening.
It's absolutely insane. Thank God we have Tomi Lahren to call out the BS. You know, Tomi Lahren played a big role. A lot of women watched Fox News, guys. And if Tomi Lahren's saying, look, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, this is dangerous for women. She's a Trump-supporting woman. She's actually calling out the fact that women are safer under Trump. So, big update today from Tomi Lahren. Let me know your thoughts on this one down below, guys.